Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Mad Father. In the last episode, it's been a little while since I last recorded this due to technical difficulties and all that. I think I've mostly got it all sorted now. This is just a bit of a trial run because I have been having a few issues with XSplit in console stuff lately. So this, I think I just got lucky this time round. I thought, I've been wanting to record for a while, so I might as well just, take the chance. So it has been a little, I'm still looking into it behind the scenes, but it's been a while. So in the last episode of Mad Father, if I recall, we carried on moving further into the depths of the mansion, if I recall, uncovering more and more of Alfred's sick secrets. We met a couple more subjects, at least one if I recall. We met the hungry kid who gave us the napkin, which will, seems kind of useless, but it will come in handy later on. And if I recall correctly, I think the most notable thing from last episode, if I recall, was probably Robin's backstory, because that was not in the classic or the remastered version, so it was completely new for the remake, which I love it when games do that. But without further ado, we're just going to continue on from here. So this is pretty much where we left off in the last episode. We literally just done all this. We gave the hungry kid some food, and then we basically did all of this. Like there was a nun, a priest that attacked us, and yeah, that's pretty much where we left off. So we're just here now. Oh ho! Speak of the devil, it's me again. Yes. Did you solve the puzzle up ahead? No, I didn't. I'm gonna do that now. So let's see what we got here. So right. So solve the gimmick room. Okay. So it's. So it's not so much as spot the difference of more of a mirror kind of thing. So we've got to basically make the left match the right pretty much. So let's see what we've got. What can we do here? Okay, let's start with the suit of armor, because you're a little bit more to the corner. There we go. Then there's also the flowers. Okay, we got a bouquet. Empty vase. Bouquet. I keep reading that as bouquet, and wanting to pronounce the T, but the T's silent. Okay, so we got the flowers. We got the knight. Actually, no, we don't. We're missing the spear. You have the spear. Can I have the spear, please? Okay, limits movement. That's okay. We don't have to carry it too far, so it's not that big of a deal. Here you go. Take this. Okay, what else? What else is missing? Okay, so the doll's missing a head. Where are we gonna get a head? Right, okay. This is gonna be a little awkward. Excuse me, I'm kind of going to need your head here. Sorry, it's, nothing personal. Headless doll, yeah. Yeah, sorry, nothing personal, but I kind of need your head. Right. So. Doll's head. Gruesome considering it's a doll. Or is it? Ew, the sound it makes as well. Right, what else? What else? I think that's pretty much everything now, isn't it? Just make Aya peek around the corner. No? Okay, what else? What else are we missing? Okay, we've got the doll. We've got the suit of armor, the beer, the flowers. Are there any other major differences that I'm... Aha! Aha! I see it. Right, there's a crack on the pillar here. There we go. This should be it now. There we go. Okay, solve the gimmick room. I believe there's more than one, if I recall. And I get the feeling you're going to sit up. Yep, I knew it. And you're back down. Doll of a beautiful woman. You're not mad at me, are you? No, okay. Right, okay, solve gimmick room 2. Okay, there's a crow here. I'm going to save just in case. Okay. Right. So I think this is, I think this gimmick room is supposed to give us a bit of insight on Alfred's, childhood, his backstory, if I recall. Okay, so what we got, okay, so what this gimmick room is basically, so the last one was obviously a, match for difference, and this one is basically, so basically you've got to basically read what's appearing on screen, and then you've got to match the description basically. So, okay, fictional date, I was born, I slept cuddling up against my mother. So, right, it's pretty simple. Push the kid to the mother, and then we can pass. I really love the style of the house, like the Japanese. Like I've always loved the traditional Japanese style of the house. Like it's overall, I quite like the traditional Japanese style of house. It's just, I don't know, like with the sunken harp and the what's it called, the futon bed looks really cozy. I don't know, there's just something about the traditional Japanese style of house that's just so cozy, so welcoming. I always love it whenever I see it in anime, just because it looks so comfortable. I think that's probably one of the, well, I mean, I love Persona 4 for many reasons, but I think that might have also been a factor into it, just because it's traditional. Just it's just the Dejima household looks just so cozy, you know. Okay, moving on. What's next? Okay, so I killed an animal for fun, then I got addicted. There was always dead cats and birds in my room. Mother gets mad when she finds them. Whenever Mother is out, I hide the corpses in my dresser. Oh, back in episode 1 or 2, was it 2? Either way, back in the early episodes of this, Aya had a dead cat in her dresser. Ooh, that's I wonder if that's... Oh god, wow. I wonder if those habits are kind of rubbing off onto Aya. Oh god. Okay, so let's see. Right. Okay, so basically we've got to hide the corpses in the dresser. So that's the cat. Now there's the bird over here. So hide the corpses in the dresser. Okay, so right. Now we've got to push the mother out of the house. Again, I love the style of the house. It's such a nice design. I can't even remember what it looked like in the I can't even remember what it looked like in the classic. It's been that long. I don't think it was a Japanese style. I should really go back and play it at some point. You know, maybe one day, maybe I will go back and do a classic version of the might do a Let's Play of the classic or remaster, perhaps. If enough people want it, I suppose. Could be fun. Okay, push the woman outside. Right. Turn the page. Okay, what's next? Okay. Mother found out I was killing animals. Mother scolded me. Shut up. I silenced Mother with a knife. Mother fell over all red. It didn't suit such a pretty face, so I wiped Mother's face. Her dead face is very pretty. Okay, right. Let's see. What do we got to do here? Again, I just can't help but just gush over just how... I mean, honestly, I know it's a very grisly scene, but again, I just can't get over how much I love the Japanese style house. Like, I think if I was to... I mean, obviously, I love the Middlesbrough region too much to actually move, but if I was to ever visit Japan or live in Japan, I think I'd feel really cozy in somewhere like this. I mean, there's certain things I don't think I'd be very comfortable with. Like, for example, the whole having to, like, sit on your legs. I have no idea how the Japanese are able to do that. I've tried that many times, and I just can't get comfortable. I have to be... See, the thing is, I have cerebral palsy. For those who don't know, I've not talked about it all that much. I'm thinking of doing a video about it at some point, but basically, I have a minor... Well, not a serious condition compared to most, but I have a condition that affects my brain called cerebral palsy, and it affects a few different things, including my hands. So my hands don't work properly. There's various things I can't do with my hands because of it. Like, for example, I can't wear laces. Like, I can't wear shoes with laces. I can't tie things. I can't tie laces. I can't. So usually if I have to wear an apron, I usually tie it around the front because I can't get around the back. I can't wear when I tie my hair back. I can't use a bobble or anything like that. I have to use these claw type things instead of that, because it's the best. It's all I can do. And the biggest area that it affects with my hands is basically when I'm playing games. You might have noticed that this controller, obviously it's the Switch control, but it basically, this particular layout, the Xbox layout that you see right there, that's all I can manage. I can play games, like most games, like 3D games. Like 2D games like this I'm alright with, but if it's a game that relies on the camera and the thumbstick, I have to play it with that. I have to play with that layout because as you see, most gamers, when playing games, they hold the controller like this, see? Okay, so they hold the controller like that, but when I'm playing games, I can't hold the controller like that. Basically I have to kind of like hold the controller like that, like palming the bottom thumbstick with my palm like that, kinda. And that's the only way I can get around playing 3D games. I can't play with the DualShock or DualSense controllers. Well, regular games I can, like 3D games I can't. That's why I use a lot of third-party stuff, because so my PS4 controls third-party, my PS3 controls third-party, all with the Xbox stick layout, with one at the top and one at the bottom, instead of the PlayStation layout where the thumbsticks are both at the bottom. So that's the layout that I have to use. Otherwise it's just too uncomfortable. I lose control of the camera. I was thinking of doing a video. You know, that's probably worth its own video, just because of how much I can cover. I mean, I'm covering it very briefly here, but getting a bit off topic. I thought it was worth bringing that up at least. But what I meant to get at here is not being able to, like, obviously it does affect my hands, but the thing is, it also affects my legs a little bit. So it means when I'm sitting down or kneeling, I have to be very, 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 very careful of how I position my legs, because my heels kind of turn inward a bit, and it's not, you know, it's not something that could like permanently damage me or need a trip to the hospital or whatever, but you know, if that happens, I can reposition them. If that does happen, I can reposition them, but I will say this, it is It is pretty painful. I'll say it right there. If that happens, I can reposition my legs, but it's really, really painful. I'll say that right now. So, because of that, I can't just sit like how the Japanese do, with my legs tucked under my butt. You know, I have to sit like this. Otherwise, I run the risk of my legs, of my ankles going the wrong way and just being really uncomfortable. So I think I'd need chairs like what we have in the West, like chairs on legs. I don't think I could get away with chairs where you have to like sit on your legs. That would just be too uncomfortable for me. But yeah, if I was to move to Japan or even visit Japan, this overall aesthetic of the house just looks really, really comfortable. I mean, I suppose I could get comfortable. Like, I suppose I could get like with this, you know, as long as I sit on my butt, you know, and not on my legs. I think maybe that I could get away with that perhaps, but I couldn't get away with like sitting on my legs. That would just be too uncomfortable. Okay, I got a bit distracted there. Sorry. Okay, got the knife. So we got to give the knife to the kid, which, if you look at him, you can clearly tell it's meant to be Alfred. Like, it looks just like his sprite. Not his portrait, but his character sprite. It looks a lot like, just like a younger version. In fact, I don't even think he's wearing the glasses either. Okay, so give the kid the knife. Oh god, that sound. Okay, so right now let's napkin, because we've got to wipe the blood off the mother's face. Okay, now we can go. Okay, what's next? Okay, so oh god, I X'd an yeah, we knew that you X'd mother. We knew that because we saw that in the last one. So I'd X'd mother and I'd X'd mother. I got scared and ran away, far, far away, over the ocean. I wanted to forget everything, but I couldn't. I couldn't forget mother's pretty dead face. I X'd another. I eventually got addicted to seeing people's dead faces. Oh, you can kind of tell. Yeah, it's definitely Alfred. In fact, yeah, it's looking more and more like him. The boy wields a pickaxe looking down on a girl. I think you could have checked these in the classic version, I think. The girl is terribly frightened. Yeah, well, I mean, oh, I feel so sorry for her, because guess what it means I have to do? I mean, I know they're only like wooden dolls or whatever. I mean, they look like wood because they're all brown, so they look like wood. Or maybe clay. Or something like that. I am so sorry about this. Oh god, the blood's all over me too. Decapitated. I am so sorry. But at least now we can carry on. Okay, solve the gimmick, room 2, right. Okay, I'm gonna save again. Okay, now we can move on. Oh! I think on my first run of that scared the hell out of me. Still got me a little bit, but not as much as what it used to. For a second I thought I was gonna fall and scare me. Ah! I knew it! I knew it! I knew that was gonna happen. I just had to come back. Okay. Alright. I've got 1 minute left on the timer, but I think I'll keep going for, like, I have a rough idea of where I want to finish, so I'll keep going for a bit. It hurts. So kill me. No. Kill me. Just kill me. No, stay away. Kill me. Also, that scream that the zombie woman did, like, if you listen very closely, like that particular scream sound, it sounds a lot like the screeching sound you hear in the opening for .hack sign. It really does. It really does. Like you hear that screeching sound and all, like, and then all you hear is do 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 do, like, of the opening. It really does sound a lot like it. Like it's uncanny. I just can't unhear it now. Just like the screeching sound, and then how come I must know when obsession needs to go. I can't unhear that now. And yeah, I quite enjoyed .hack. I don't think I finished the full thing. I did finish Sign, and .hack, it's a seriously underappreciated anime. It seriously is. Anyway, getting distracted again. What the hell's wrong with me? Finally, rest. Okay. That was in the remaster, but not the classic. I can't move my legs anymore. I mean, you have been running around for quite a while. And, you know, the mansion's quite big, and to be honest, there's only so much, you know, pushing yourself to the limit. There's only so much you can do. You know, running on fumes. There's only so much you can do without rest. And again, she has been running around this massive mansion for God knows how long. She must be absolutely knackered. You know? I have to save Father. Yep. Absolutely knackered. And you would be. I mean, again, there's only so much you can do. At your limit, are you? Perhaps you should rest a bit. Again, yes. Olga is completely right. I can say this with experience because there have been times when I've done this as well. When I've tried to push myself as far past my limit as I could, and the crash, I can say with experience, it's not fun. You know, I can say this with experience because I have done that. There have been times when I've tried to do exactly what Aya is doing now. There's only, it is true, there's only so much you can do without rest, and I can say from experience, like, I've done that so many times. I pulled so many all-nighters, and again, I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but it really is only so much you can do before you just collapse, and she's just collapsed, and that's happened to me as well. So again, message of the day, I suppose. I don't usually do these kind of things, but basically, take rests, take breaks, don't try to rush everything, try to go at your own pace. I mean, obviously, if there's a sense of urgency, then obviously, try to do as best you can, but don't, do what you can, but don't push yourself too hard. I think that's generally the message I'm trying to get right now. So if you are trying to do something, if you are trying to push to something, again, good for you. Just, do what you can. Just don't try to push yourself until you collapse, because that's not good for anyone. And again, if you do it too often and too much without resting, it can, if you're not careful, if you don't rest at all, it can eventually kill you. So again, do rest. Don't try, don't push yourself. Don't try to push yourself to the limit, because it can eventually, catch up to you and kill you if you're not careful. So again, take your time, unless, obviously, do what you can, but don't push yourself to the point of collapsing, because it's not going to do anyone any favors, and it can kill you if you do it enough. So again, just be careful, everyone. Be careful. Don't push yourself too hard. Perhaps you should rest a bit. Listen to Ogre. Just rest. Come here, Aya. Mum, you're warm. Close your eyes, Aya. May you be smiled upon. Mum? What was that? A good luck charm. Oh yeah, we read about that a couple episodes ago. It was in the classic and remaster, but obviously the book with the charms was in somewhere a bit more accessible early on in the game. Like the bit where you fight up the first zombie to get the knife, that's where it was initially. Where the fireplace with the where you give the girl her eyes back, that's where it was initially. But obviously it's a bit harder to get now. You know, you can't get it so early anymore. A good luck charm. A what charm? I charmed you. So you'll always be happy from now on. Wow. I love you, Mum. So wholesome. That you know, for a dark and grisly game, that's surprisingly wholesome. Mum, you smell so nice. Actually, I've just thought of something. If it wasn't for this dark tone, you know, if it wasn't the... Think of it. This game would have a really, really, really... Again, I'll probably bring this up again later once it becomes more apparent, but... Actually, no, I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up when we get to the next backstory, because it would seem more sensible there. So I'll bring it up then if I remember. You smell so nice, Mum. It's the perfume Mum always wears. The one you took with you. Eek. I can smell Mum's scent. Why do you smell like Mum? Who could say? Wait, that's Mum's perfume. No way, when did you... Give it back, please. That's my Mum's keepsake. Yeah, I have a couple of... I actually have a couple of keepsakes on me, actually, as well. Like, for example, it's not like a bottle of perfume or anything like that, because, you know, I prefer keepsakes, you know, wearable keepsakes rather than consumable keepsakes. So I've got that right there is my Nana's, hang on if it focuses, there we go. So that's my Nana's wedding ring, but I always wear most of the time. I wear it most of the time, really, you know, like when I go to bed, when I shower and all that kind of stuff. I do keep all my rings and stuff on the most part. The only time I really take them off is if I'm doing something where I'm worried I might lose them or something. Like, say, if I go swimming or something, I don't want to lose them in the pool. Like, I do keep them on most of the time, unless I'm worried I might lose them. And also when I'm eating, because I don't want to get grease on them. But yeah, I do wear these even in the shower and stuff. So, hey, at least you can say I clean them. So I've got my Nana's wedding ring right there, and I have another keepsake here, which that is my granddad's watch. Yep, still works. It initially didn't fit me, but I actually took it to a jeweler's and had a couple of the links taken out, and now it fits me perfectly. I try to wear this as much as I can, especially in videos and stuff. The only thing is, it does occasionally bother my wrists on occasion, so I'm wondering if I am a little allergic to the metal it's made of or something. So I do wear it most of the time, although I do occasionally have to take it off. Like I sometimes wear it to sleep, but you know, depending on how badly it affects me, I do sometimes have to take it off. But I do generally try to wear my rings and my keepsakes as much as possible, just because again, it means a lot to me. So. Right, yeah. It's always good to have keepsakes. But I generally think it's better to have wearable keepsakes rather than consumable keepsakes. And there she goes. Okay, get back Mum's perfume. Okay, there's a dog here. A stuffed dog. Okay. Okay, locked. Right. Oh god. I know what's coming. Okay, let's quickly go. Okay, got the key. Now quickly go back before the rats eat me. Okay, now we can get in the door. Rusty key. Oh, I need to be facing it. Okay. Rusty key. Open the lock. This way. It's okay. Don't be scared. I guess this scent's no good. Animals seem to hate it. True. Very, very true. So I suppose like a male equivalent to a perfume would be aftershave. I suppose that's the closest equivalent I can think of. And I do actually wear aftershave. Like even if I'm not going out, I actually put like even if I'm not going anywhere, I do actually wear aftershave. Even around the flat, as part of my daily routine. So I'm actually wearing aftershave now, and again, it's just part of habit, I suppose. And yes, it is true. Animals don't like perfumes or aftershaves and stuff. So I wear it most of the time. But if I'm, I try to be conscious of it. Like if I'm going somewhere where I'm going to be around animals, like for example, if I'm going to the cat cafe or if I'm going to one of my friends that has dogs or cats, I try my best not to wear any, like, or at the very least, if it's on my hands, I usually wash my hands, or just not wear any, just because, again, cats, animals in general have a much better sense of smell than humans, and they really, really do not like that stuff. So if I'm going to a cat cafe, I always try my best not to wear any, or if I am wearing any, try to like not put too much on, or if I have it on my hands, just wash it off my hands. So at least, no, I suppose I should, like if I do put it on my face as a, like out of instinct, I should probably just wash it off just in case. But yeah, they really don't like that stuff. Give back Mum's perfume. Hee. What's so funny? Huh? You don't have it? Where'd you put it? I don't know. Why don't you search for it? Wait. What's with her? Okay. So it's not here. Just the rat she was trying to get the attention of. Okay, that's going to be useful later for getting one of the last gems, if I recall. Okay, let's push you out the way. Okay, this was a bit differently. Originally, this was a crawl space you used to go through, but now it's just a hole. Yeah, so this used to be a little crawl space you went through. That's Mum's perfume. Thank goodness. Oh god. Ah! Oh god. Did it stop? I feel like it used to come back out. Like if you open it too soon, it would actually open the door and then I would shut the door again, I think. It's still in there, obviously. It just doesn't really care about us now. Okay, so we've got the perfume. So let's put some on because obviously we need to go back through the place of all the rats or bats, and again, like I said earlier, they do not like perfume or aftershave, so that'll say us. Oh, hello. There's a message in blood on the wall. You said would be family. You lied. Yep, I'll talk more about that when we get to it. Actually, I did douse myself in... Okay. A deeply sentimental item which Dad gave Mum the anniversary. Okay, yeah, I did put some on. Just making sure. I don't want to get myself eaten alive again. Not very pleasant. As you can imagine. Okay, so let's see. Locked. Firmly shut. Nope. Okay. Okay, this is different. So in the classic and remastered version, I know where this is. This was originally just like jail cells originally, but obviously it's quite extravagant here. Is that meant to be Monica? Aya's mother? Or maybe her grandmother, perhaps? I don't know. That looks a lot like Aya's mother's room. Either way, like a lot of the same design. I like the cogs. I like the design of that. It's quite cool. And again, I quite like the style of the Japanese style. Like we got the paper umbrella, we got the tatami mats, and the lady in the kimono. Oh, there's a name for that. There's a name for that type of lady. Like, I just heard about it in Demon Slayer as well. I keep forgetting what that type of lady is called now. It's a special name for it. Oh, I should look it up again. If I remember, I'll probably put it on screen. Ah! Disgrace of the Drevis family. Oh god. Is that... Oh god, so that meant that was probably... That was probably like Aya's aunt or something, if I had to guess. Oh god, that's... Yeesh. Okay. Okay, save here. Okay, no you don't. But, okay, open that. Save again. Because I know what's coming here. I know what's coming, and I don't like it. Thankfully, I think they made it a lot easier in this one. Oh god, here it comes. Kill a doll. I think it was actually a corpse in the last two. Run from the killer doll. Okay. Oh! Aha! Aha! Okay, get away from the killer doll. Right. So I'm going to save again just to make sure. Save. A coffin beautifully decorated. Flowers are spread over it. Okay. Sleep in the coffin. Oh, okay, that was different. So, like I said, all this was originally like prison cells, and originally that was a bed, and the bed was right at the wall, and there would have been like a little crawl space behind the wall here. But now, obviously, the crawl space is in the floor. So, let's continue. I'm saving a lot just because I know what's coming, and I know how much of a pain in the butt it can be. Okay, originally that was a pot, and it was actually here, which you have to push out the way, but it's already there by default. So, let's carry on. I want to grab this. Then I'm going to go back and save. Just because I know they made it easier, but I'm not taking any chances. Okay. Right. Okay. Chemical for killing plants. Okay. Now I save again. I know I seem a little paranoid, but if you know if you know what I'm like with this game and what it's been, how tough it's been for me in the past, you'd be saving like me as well. Trust me, I used to die a lot in the classic version. Okay. Okay, run. Okay. Run from the kill doll. Now, she's a lot slower than before. Okay, now we save again. Gotta run. Okay. The coffin is going to close. Then we save here. And now we run! Gotcha! Try getting me now. Okay. Okay, right. The crow... Hey, the crow's back. I think originally the crow flew off and didn't come back. Like, you had to leave the room and come back for it to come back, but it's back now either way. So, right. You know what? We've got a decent bit here, and we're almost going to an hour, which I don't want to do. So, this is a good place to end this video for now. So, as always, thank you guys for watching. For anyone who is new to my channel and how I operate, basically, so I record every single day from Monday to Saturday, with Sunday being my only day off. So I record every single day, and then I immediately go into editing and try and get the video out for 2 PM GMT the following day. So that's a new video from me every single day, except for Sunday. It's a bit awkward for Monday because it means I have to record the video on Saturday because I'm out on the Sunday. But apart from the Monday video, I pretty much record every single video on the night and then edit it on the same day and then get it up at 2 PM the following day. That's usually how I work, jumping back and forth between a few games at a time. So right now we're doing Mad Father, Sonic Adventure, and also Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for PC. So once one game finishes, I will immediately have something else to replace it. So once this finishes, I'll move on to Undertale. Once Sonic Adventure finishes, I'll move on to the More. And once Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets finishes, I'll move on to Prisoner of Azkaban. So that's the plan. As soon as something finishes, I'll immediately have something else to replace it. So there's always at least 1 or 2 series going out at once. But again, that's where I'm going to leave us for now. As always, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And with all that said, I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, have a good day, you guys.